the plate loaded leg press. This movement is great when you want a compound movement that loads the quads and the glutes pretty highly to accumulate volume without doing a structural movement that loads the spine and causes a lot of fatigue. Now the hamstrings won't be worked as much in this movement because you're bending both at the knee and at the hip, meaning that at the knee, the hamstring is shortening, and at the hip, the hamstring is lengthening. So the length of the hamstring muscle does not change very much. To set up, you're placing your butt and your tailbone against the pad, your back, and then your head, setting your feet on the pad, equidistant from the middle. Now, if you place your feet a little bit lower, you'll be bending more through the knees and less at the hips, therefore using more of your quads. You place your feet a little bit higher, you're bending less through the knees and more through your hips, therefore using more of your glutes and your hamstrings. If you place your feet wider, you'll be working more of your inner thighs or adductors, because as you come down, your legs come apart, and as you come up, your knees come together. Now, if you place your feet a little bit more narrow, you just won't be using your adductors as much. And if that foot pad is a little bit too high, place your feet low, push, unrack, then shuffle your feet to the desired foot position. From this middle position, you'll very likely go slightly out and slightly up for the most comfortable position. Balance your body weight across the middle of your foot, grab onto the handles for stability. Control, dropping your knees down towards your chest, slowly find that stretch in the hamstrings and glutes, drive up hard. Now, two things to be wary of when doing the leg press. One, make sure that the knees don't cave in as you're pushing up. Keep the knees pushed out, or think about spreading the floor apart with your feet. That'll help your knees stay in line with the direction of the toes. So if the toes are out, the knees go out. If the toes are in, the knees go in. The second issue that may occur is rounding through the lower back. Now, while this movement isn't spine loaded, it can definitely cause injury through the spine, because when that weight comes down, that butt can lift up off of the bench and therefore rounding your back. Now, this is a very exaggerated version of it. To combat that, think about pushing your tailbone out against the bench. Hold your breath using the Valsalva maneuver. So just like the squat or any other structural movement, you're taking a deep breath in, bracing your core 360 all the way around, especially your lower back so it does not round. Hold that breath and exhale right at the top. Breathe in again, hold, and exhale. Your lower back can be touching the pad, but just make sure the pressure of your lower back into the pad stays constant throughout the range of motion. If you feel your lower back press into the pad harder and harder as you come down, it's very likely that your lower back is rounding out. Another thing to consider is also puffing your chest up, pulling your shoulders back, and keeping that lower back engaged to protect the spine, and that should keep you in a really safe and strong position. Most leg presses will have some type of safety mechanism. In this case, there's one right at the bottom. If you place it high, it'll limit the range of motion at the top, just in case you fail. But if it's not allowing you to get deep enough, lower it down to the point where the safety is just underneath your bottom end range of motion. So you have freedom to move, but you have that safety in case you fail. If you place the bank angle a little bit more steep, you'll be getting a good stretch through your glutes. So if you're bottoming out, raising the seat up can be great, because we want to get through that stretched or lengthened position. But the range of motion will be shorter. If you want more range of motion and you won't bottom out, then it will be preferable to lower the seat, as long as it doesn't cause you to slide off of the bench. And that'll allow you to keep your hips a little bit more open to begin with, giving you a greater range of motion. The only reason why this wouldn't be a viable option is because you're bottoming out at the bottom, not getting into a deep enough of a stretch. Plate loaded leg presses are a little bit more convenient than the selectorized leg press, in the fact that they have a release latch system that allows you to start off in a comfortable position on latch, usually by pushing out, sometimes by pulling in. On the selectorized machines with the pins, you'll have to set up the seat so that you're in that deep bottom end range of motion before you even start, which means you have to get into a really uncomfortable position so you don't bottom out the weight stack as you're getting into that stretched position.
Book your personal training consultation today.